Hello and welcome. So, I'm going to take a look at the Guardian's Quiptic crossword, and this is being published on Sunday the 9th of March 2025, and it's been set by Hectence. I'm not too familiar with Hectence. I know we've had some puzzles from them before. I don't remember them being too bad. I'm just looking at the grid, which is a portcullis grid. So we've got all these crosses here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all these ones down the side where we don't get the checking, we don't get the starting letter given to us by another clue. So if we had a 1 across or a 1 down, we'd get some those filled in for us. If we could get it, obviously. I don't know. Let's see. I'm hoping for a better one than last week. We had a real struggle last week, so hoping to get back to success. Anyway, I'm just going to check I'm recording, which I seem to be, and I'm just going to double check that. Okay, so I'm going to crack on. Blue lava sculpture's worth a lot of money. I would assume that's an anagram of blue lava. I can't think what a word for a lot of money is. Worth a lot of money. Valuable. There you are. That was easy, wasn't it? Valuable. There we go. Some millionaires are backing rubber. Eraser. Was it? Eraser. Yep. Okay, so hidden word. Backing and some being a hidden word indicates. I'll go through the clues after. Oak fermented Chardonnay's finish is not bad. Is that just okay? I think it is. Stimulated by beer in extremity. Stimulated by beer in is only. That's only 8 letters, so I don't think stimulates is an anagram indicator. Beer in extremity. Beer is ale. Extremity is what stimulated suggests I need to be a D word. Don't know. Okay, what's wrong? Right. What's wrong? What's wrong's right to prevent? What's wrongs? Is that an anagram of what's with an R on the end? What's wrongs? If it is, I'm not sure what it is. Superficial view without understanding, beginning to provoke. Superficial view without understanding. Without understanding is beginning to provoke. So without a U, a view is a panorama to provoke. Superficial. Zoopla queries content of a commemorative tablet. Zoopla queries is a plaque. Okay, there we are. There's just a simple hidden word there, thankfully. Pronounced cups of tea is required for injury. Pronounced cups of tea required for injury. My brain is doing something with char and ache in there. I don't think that's right. Pronounced cups of teas, mugs. Nearly spring with reduced darkness. Nearly spring with reduced darkness. Something nigh. Nigh being night reduced. Spring. Spring is leap, jump. Nigh, nearly. Something near. Can't think what that is. Something nearly. Minor earthquake, setback, capital city, centre of Khartoum. So the centre of Khartoum is RT. That's a tremor, isn't it? With okay, I saw that somewhere recently. Rome going backwards. And just can't see that one, so I'm going to go to the downs now before I do any scrolling around. Back skip lectures, going ahead to discuss job. Skip is to lectures are going ahead to discuss job. Snag bottom of buggy with stone. So rub is a snag. Well, that's the rub, meaning it's a problem. Aim to sort out job, etc. Object is a name. Distinctive cup laced with drug court deceiver. Cool. Distinctive cup Laced with drug. I mean, I assume that's an E for drug. Court, deceiver. Dawned, fair at sea, and throughout the land. Dawned, fair at sea. Okay, so that's anagram dawned fair, isn't it? Which is 10 letters. And that's all I need. Dawned fair. Throughout the land is... I'm going to have to go to the anagram helper. Dawned fair. Dawned fair. Something and wide, far and wide. There we go. Break promise about turning over online information. Information is gen. Negate. About turning over online info. Break promise. Can't think what that is at the moment. Forgive former coppers. X. Use. Now, heartless side. I will go through the clues afterwards and explain them as best I can. Cheers up, everyone getting booking. That's very difficult. Oh, there's an all there, I think. Everyone, but it can't be tar. Oh, cheers up. Cheers up. Everyone getting booking. That's very difficult. Okay, let's take that out for now. A French writer, French writer has poem which contains absolutely everything. Ubiquitous, writer. Is that Nye? Maybe Nye's over here. Lily Spring with. I wonder if the Nye goes there rather than there. Let's go on from there to the next clue down. Massive houses. So manor, south side, has fancy sunroom. Do you think a sunroom is? Is it? Fancy looks like an anagram indicator. It's either ash or anagram of sunroom. We've got an O there with it. South. This house. I wonder if that's actually a word for massive, and house is south, so I would assume because we're on a down click, maybe an E. Sunroom. Okay, child with, I think child is CH, I'm not sure about that, with regularly kooky education stifled. Regularly kooky would be okay. Choked, I think that is. Choked is stifled. Child, okay. And then ed for education, I think. I think that's right, so that probably suggests Nye is correct. Okay, that's my downs done. Let's have another look at the across is stimulated by beer in extremity. Beer is ale, I think. Oh, and I think there's a D on the end because it's going to be a stimulated word. Extremity is excitable, excited, exhalated. In extremity, excited. No, don't work. Let's go from there anyway. What's wrong? Maybe. What's wrong? Right to prevent. What's wrongs? Right to prevent. No idea what's going on there at the moment, but I'm going to say that has to be an A there, but I'm not entirely sure. A. This one, superficial view without understandings beginning to provoke. Superficial view is a... skin deep. Is that skin deep? Skin deep is superficial. A view without understandings beginning to provoke. There's provoke, yeah. P, beginning to provoke is P. I'm not sure about the view though. View without understandings. Okay, I'm going to have to think about that one. But I think that's skin deep. That seems likely. Pronounced cups of tea required for injury. Pronounced. I assume that's a sound like cups of tea in some way. Sure. Nearly spring with reduced darkness, like nigh. Spring. Well nigh. Well is a spring, isn't it? I think that's well nigh. Oh, that gives me all again there, doesn't it? Cheers up. Everyone getting booking. That's very difficult. A tall order. Okay, tall order is a booking, isn't it? A tall order. There we go. Good. Did we get down to these downs? No, right. Did I look at 17? Yeah, that's cups of tea. Okay, 18. Massive house. Okay, so it's time to scroll down a bit and have a look at some of these lower down clues I couldn't get to earlier. Snatch drink by river before reflecting on sad film. Snatch drink by river. There's an R. Drink by river before reflecting on sad film. Gosh. Yeah, too much going on there at the moment to think about that. Search for male riding horse. I would assume that's an M going into a word for horse. Which the only word I can think of is nag. Mare. Okay. Doctor cures large. Okay, that's surely just an anagram of cures L, isn't it? Penetrating sores. Maybe not. Doctor cures. Sores. Suggests there's an S on the end. Doctor, I'm taking doctor to be an anagram indicator. I mean, it could be DR, I suppose. Or MO. Or any other ones it could be. Something like that. Cures large. What's this way? This is why I don't bother with here. Trying to avoid doing it. Cruels? Culus? I don't think these are words. Cruels. Sores. Don't think so. Okay, let's go back. Now I've got to redo my screen, which is why I'm trying to avoid doing that. Yep, further down on there. Okay. Phone EU to progress. Returning discussion. Phone is to ring, is to call. EU to progress. Phone European Union to progress before returning discussion. Not much going on there either. A French writer, Uni, has poems of verse. Universe, they are. Duh. Okay, that was easy. Oh, what is this? Going to have a quick go. I don't really want to anagram it. After that last attempt just then. Fairly likely to be gutted after fixtures cut short. Fairly likely to be gutted. Likely is ly to be gutted after fixture. So that's ly. Fairly. Evenly. I think it's an event being cut short. Okay. So Doctor cures large. Clues? Penetrating sores. Ulcers. Oh, there we go. Dope. Right. I'm not at 23. Snatch drink by river. Beer before reflecting on sad film. Beer? Tea? Tearjerker. There we are. Tea by river. Don't know what that bit is. Jerk. Tearjerker's a sad film though. I will try and pass these all at the end, as I say. Look at 20 down. Central character in Costume by Zara. Enlivened new Disney film. Wow. That must be Tarzan, mustn't it? There's ARZ. AT by, yes, anagram of Zara. And then N for new. Whew, okay. Loves. entering cold Lake Placid. Cool, I think. Cool. There we go. Okay. That's not bad. I've finally got through all the clues. Yeah, I haven't got. Oh, did I do 24 across? I don't think I did. Yes, I did. Search for male. Search for male riding horse. Colt. Colt? Don't think so. This one again. Phone European Union to progress before returning discussion. Dialogue, I think that is. EU's returning go to progress. Yeah, dialogue. Okay. Yeah, not too bad. Let's look 6 down. Break promise by turning over. Excuse me. That's renege, isn't it? Renege is to break a promise. So what have we got? Oh, about turning over. I think it's renege. Break promise. About is re. Gen is information over. E-gen, I suppose. E-gen. Okay. This one's 17. Pronounced. Yep, forget that one for now. What's wrong? Excuse me. What's wrongs? What's wrongs? Right. I still feel like there's an anagram. I just need to scroll up a bit more, don't I? There. Check them on screen. Skip. Lectures. Going ahead to discuss job. Talk. Talk shop, I suppose. Talks hop, I suppose. Skip lectures. Talks hop. Okay, this must be a anagram of what's with an R in it, isn't it? Which makes that to prevent. Is that right? That could be a W. Oh, I've got an R and an S. Rast. None of those work. Which just leaves R there. Which doesn't really seem like it'll work. I think I did that right. What's wrong? Right to prevent is to come back to that one. So this one here is stimulated is NX in extremity. I'm assuming that's beer, ale, ailed, which kind of fits what I've got. Distinctive cup laced with drug caught deceiver. Oh, it's very hard off just those 8 letters. Pronounced cups of tea required for injury. Required for injury is that bandaging or is that some kind of issue, trauma? There's a lot of on here. Massive house. Yeah, I've got anagram sons. I think there's an anagram sun room in there somewhere. I just don't quite understand what the rest of it is. Sunroom. Am I looking for the house E from south side? Monstrous. I think that's monstrous. No, it's not monstrous. Have a look at that. Humongous. I don't really know if house is an H here or an E. I think south side is, or is just an S I need to put in there. And then there's that one there, which was to do with the, that was search for male riding horse. Comb, cob and a comb. Now, okay, so the sunroom is still looking good here, isn't it? Frustratingly, sunroom. I'm not sure what I'm getting rid of letters SNOR left. Enormous, that must be, wasn't it? E, okay, yeah, south side was an E. Enormous, that was easy. That was an easy one, really, wasn't it? Let's be honest. Pronounced, cups of tea, required for injury. Cups of tea. So I've got 4 left, haven't I? That's not too bad, really. About 20 minutes. 20 minutes. This one I feel like I should be able to get, really. Stimulated by beer in extremity. I'm guessing that's LD. Stimulated by beer. I'm assuming it's ale going into word meaning extremity, but maybe it's stimulated is excitable. Let's play that one again. Excite doesn't work. Excited. What would be my beer then? Let's put, if that was excited, then that leaves beer not to be anything really. Exhilarated. Don't think exhilarated is right. What's wrong to prevent? Right to prevent. I think right could be an RT actually. Oh, it's just what? Thwart. There they are. I overthought the anagram. There's no S involved. Thwart. There we go. Easy. Stimulated by beer in extremity is. It's not known to me. These last 3. Distinctive cup laced with drug. Is that just an anagram of cup laced? Can't be really, because that is 8 letters. Pronounced. Cups of tea required for injury. Bruise. Wow, where did that just come from? Bruise, yeah, you get a bruise from an injury. And a brew is a cup of tea, isn't it? So, court deceiver. Okay, I'm probably at the point where I'm going to pause the video while I have a think to myself about these last few and come back to you. Okay, I think I'm going to hold this one. I think it's encouraged. Encouraged is stimulated. Courage is a type of beer, and then end is an extremity. So yeah, that which just leaves this, which is distinctive cup laced with drug court deceiver. So I had about 7 minute, 8 minute change over there. So add that one at the end. Deceiver, sequitur, I wonder if cup laced is actually an anagram. So that'd be E then PUC. PUC. I'd have thought it's an or an ER. Or I could go, there's cup again, that doesn't seem likely. Cup laced with drug. Distinctive, new. I think cup laced with drug means putting an E into a word for cup. Peculiar, I think the answer is. There we go. Peculiar is distinctive, isn't it? Peculiar. Deceiver is a liar. There we go then. All done, I think. Let's double check that. Yeah, everything's on now. Good. Okay, well, Let me have a quick look. So that took me about just over 30 minutes, 31, 32 minutes, I think. Let's go through the clues as best I can understand them. Blue lava is an anagram of valuable. Sculptures is telling you it needs to be rearranged, and worth a lot of money is valuable. Some is a hidden word indicator. Backing is telling it's a backwards hidden word, and if you start at the end of it R, you go eraser, and an eraser is rubber. Oak fermented, so an anagram of oak. Chardonnay's finish is the Y of Chardonnay, and it's not bad, it's okay. Stimulated is encouraged. We've got beer is courage. That's a very specific one. I haven't seen that before. In an extremity, which is an end. What's wrong? So what? We've got an anagram of what, and then we've got wrong is an anagram indicator, and then right is RT. So sometimes you see that right as being RT rather than just an R. And to prevent is to thwart. Ah, yeah, superficial view without understandings beginning to provoke. Well, I would think the beginning to provoke is the P. Well, superficial is skin deep, that much I do know. View without understanding. Understanding's beginning to provoke. I think beginning to provoke is the P, so that just leaves the rest of it to be view without understanding. I'm going to pause the video and have a quick think about that. Okay, this is an interesting one. Okay, so superficial is skin deep. A view is, if you view something, you see it. S-E-E. And understanding, if you're kind and understanding, that's kind. Now, without in this case, so think of without is the opposite of within. So if view was within understanding, then we'd have C inside of kin. In this case, view is without, i.e. it's outside of kind, which gives you the skin D, and then beginning to provoke is the P. Whew. A super query is contains the hidden word plaque. Content is your hidden word indicator, and a commemorative tablet is a plaque. Or is it a plaque? Maybe it's a plaque. Anyway, pronounce is saying there's a sound like of cups of tea. Well, people say, should we have a brew? So, brews are cups of tea, and require for an injury. Well, injury is a bruise. Nearly is well nigh. A spring, so spring of water, wellspring, well, and reduced darkness, so the word night reduced to nigh. Darkness is night. We've got a minor earthquake. A minor earthquake is a tremor. We set back the capital city of Rome, and then the centre of Khartoum is the RT. So put that all backwards gets you to tremor. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. What do we got? Snatch, drink by river. Right, we've got... Yes, we've got... drink is T, I think. River is an R. To snatch is jerk. And reflecting on, I think on in this case is re. I'm writing to you on this matter. Re this matter, so put that backwards to get you to a tearjerker, which is a sad film. I think that's how it breaks down. If you search, you comb. Male is an M, and that's riding the horse, so horse is a cob. Doctor is an anagram indicator that cures. L for large is an anagram of sores, or rather, actually, it's an anagram of cures. So cures, and then large is penetrating, so then put an L into it. That's the technical explanation of that. Clue. Sores are ulcers, but yeah, essentially it's just an anagram of cures with an L in it. Right, let's scroll on down a little bit more. If you phone, you dial, and then we've got the Europe EU to progress. So EU go, returning. So EU go backwards, and a discussion is a dialogue. Oh, okay. What's next? We're on to the downs, aren't we? So what have we got here? Skip lectures, so okay, skip is to hop, and then lectures are talks, and they are going ahead, so talks, hop. To discuss job is to talk shop, bit of an old phrase in that one. Snag, a snag is a problem, and sometimes you say that's the rub, meaning that's the problem. Bottom of buggy is a Y, so actually literally the last letter of buggy is a Y, and a ruby is a stone. A name is an object, and to sort out is saying there's an anagram of job, etc., which is the anagram of object. Okay, distinctive is peculiar. Cup laced with drug. So we've got cup anagram. I think that's an anagram of cup. Laced is your anagram indicator with a drug in it. Court deceiver is a liar. Yeah, drug court. So actually it's cup laced. So anagram of cup. Drug is court, so an E going into it, and then a deceiver is a liar. Whew, okay, dawned fair is an anagram of far and wide. At sea is your anagram indicator. At sea is a good, does come up from time to time. That's one worth noting in the list of anagram indicators. Unlike sculptures, which you'll probably never see again, but works for that clue. And far and wide is throughout the land. If you break a promise, you renege. And we've got about, another use of re, so I'm writing to you re this matter, about this matter, turning over online information. So I think online information must be e-gen, going upwards, going backwards. Gen is definitely information normally, so I think if it's online it must be e-gen. We got forgive is to excuse, and former is x, copper is cu, copper's cus, should I say, and then no, CU, and then heartless side, to take out the letters from side gives you the S and the E. Heartless saying, take out the I, yeah, middle of it. Whew, okay, cheers up. Cheers up is tar going upwards. Tar, cheers. So cheers, thanks. Put it upwards, gives you at. Everyone is all, and a booking is an order, and something that's very difficult is a tall order. A French writer has poem which contains absolutely everything. A French is un. I is the writer. Hectence is referencing himself there, or herself. A poem is a verse, and the universe contains absolutely everything. Massive is enormous. House is south side, so the last letter, because this is a down clue, I suppose. House is south side is the E. Not very keen on that, but there you go. And then we've got anagram of sunroom. Fancy is your anagram indicator to get to enormous. Child is CH. Seen that once or twice before. Regularly kooky is saying take the second and fourth letters of kooky, which gives you the OK. And then education is ed, and stifled is choked. So down to the last. What are we down to the last 3 or 4 here? Right. Fairly likely. No, fairly is evenly. Likely to be gutted is the ly, so take the letters out of likely, gut it to get the ly, and then that goes after a fixture has been cut short. So fixture is an event, so event becomes evenly for fairly. Central character in costume is the middle letter of costume, which is a T. By an anagram of Zara. Anagram enlivened is your anagram indicator, and then N on the end gives you Tarzan, which is a Disney film. Loves are 2 O's, so love as in scoring tennis, naught, OO, entering C for cool and L for lake, which gives you placid, which is to be cool and calm. So that's quite clever. Cool, actually. Loves entering cold lake placid. Good misdirection there. So there we go. That's the puzzle as I see it. I think that's everything explained. Took me about 32 minutes, I think, so not too bad. Thanks for watching.